Now I'm going to be coming to brother Ian Garrett, who is not just only a craftsman, but he's a very generous soul because he's brought some prizes to give away to our wonderful guests. Not to our guests. Well, actually, do you know what? I'm sneaking this in because I know two of our guests were like, we're going to text in for this competition too. Now, Robert Tarek is going to hold up the actual wonderful handcrafted jewellery that brother Ian Garrett has made. Now, he has provided two wonderful, well, three gifts to give away to one or three lucky listeners today on the show. Now, coming back to brother Ian, your inspiration behind Art of Iman, why did it start, and when did you come to Islam?
Good question. I came to Islam in 1998, 1998, and it was because I met my wife, my daughter's mum, and basically I learned about Islam through her and her family, and that's how I came to it. And Art of Iman came about because I've always liked to draw and always liked to paint, and I wanted to continue that, and I did after becoming a Muslim, but I realised I couldn't paint people anymore, so I had to find a new outlet for it. So I then started to look at Islamic art and Islamic geometry and what I could and could not do within an Islamic context, and that's how it came about.
And has it been easy to make this change through your creativity?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Because I had to learn new skills. I had to learn how to do the geometry. Obviously I'm not an expert at it. There are people out there much better at it than I am. But I had to learn to adapt what I knew. But to be honest with you, I tried to fuse what I already knew with what I was allowed to do, and that's where the fusion comes in. I try to fuse what I did before with what I can do now, and I kind of see it as fusing different elements of different cultures of where I was before, where I've come from, and where I'm going. I'm trying to fuse both sides together. And
we are so delighted that you've been able to share your work with us, brother Ian, and we are going to be giving away some of these wonderful jewellery pieces to some lucky listeners today. But what I'd like you to do is maybe could you describe the actual artwork that you've produced? We'll start off with this one that we're going to be showcasing. It's created from wood, I believe. And how are the elements that have been engraved on it? What have you used? What techniques?
All of the pieces that you've got here today, they've all been produced by laser cutting. I primarily use two different pieces of two different technologies in my designing of jewellery. I use 3D printing or I use laser cutting, because the way I work, that's the only real way I've got to actually produce these pieces. I don't have access to a massive workshop or a massive foundry to cast big metal pieces or metal jewellery or anything. So the laser cutting works by designing the design on a piece of paper first, and then mapping it out on a computer, adapting that in a computer program, and then the laser cutter will then etch or engrave or cut the piece of material, be it acrylic like you've got on the gold piece there, or pine wood which you've got on the other two sets, and then the laser will just follow what you've done on the computer and engrave or cut it. And then once you've done that, I then put all the pieces together with the chain and the bits of the earrings or whatever it is.
Stunning. And if you like the sound of what you're hearing, folks, then you can enter this competition, because we're giving away 3 jewellery sets by brother Ian Garrett, and they are courtesy of Art of Iman. Now, in order to win one of these wonderful pieces, do have a look on our Twitter handle, which is at Inspire FM Luton, because we've actually uploaded a picture of what these items look like, and also if you go onto Facebook Live, you'll be able to see them too. Now, the question is, what is the name of the actual art organisation? Is it an art? Would you call it an art organisation? How would you describe Art of Iman?
It's basically just the name of my website.
Okay, it's the name of your website. Now, I'm actually giving loads of clues away here. Okay, I've actually given away a massive clue because we're such a generous show. And so what you need to do, folks, is can you tell me the name of brother Ian Garrett's website? What is the name of the website? And if you know the name of the website, you are going to have the opportunity to win one of these delightful pieces. So what we're going to be doing is we're giving away three 3 of these jewelry sets, and in order to do that, you need to. Okay, now what's happening? If you're actually watching Facebook Live, what you're going to see is the sisters in the studio have decided they're going to be tweeting or texting in, but I need to give the number. So if you fancy winning one of these absolutely gorgeous sets, which have been made by brother Ian Garrett, you need to tell us what is the name of his website, and you need to WhatsApp us on 07779481822. Please leave your name and number. You can actually enter on our Facebook Live page as well. Leave your details on there, and inshallah we'll be giving the name of the winner at the end of the show. Now, if you've just tuned in, you are listening to the Urban Kube with me, Shemiza, taking you all the way up to 12:30 today. The time is 10:16. Now, what have we got in store for you on today's show? We have another fantastic lineup of creatives. We are joined by designer and craftsman Ian Garrett, founder of Art of Iman, sharing Celtic Islamic art. We're also joined by